Hey everyone, welcome to another Animal Crossing video. I'm so excited for today's video because we will be doing a bit of a design challenge. But before we jump into the build, I want to reminisce just a little bit. So a while back, around Halloween time, I discovered the change display colors option for the Switch in the system settings and set this to the grayscale option. We ended up having a ton of fun with it and basically just time traveled back to the 20s to dance with Moose for a bit. And eventually just ended up realizing it makes for awesome pictures and can give you a really nice old school Halloween movie vibe. So let's get started with this build. Now the perfect villager for this challenge is Walker because he's already just a black and white dog. Plus he's cute as heck, you kidding me? Now the first thing we want to do is change the settings on the Switch to grayscale so I can't see any of the colors of the items we'll be placing. When picking these items, it'll still obviously tell me what color the finishes are, but when I was working on this build I wasn't really paying attention to the color as much as I was the shade of the item itself. Not to mention, I don't really have the items entirely memorized, especially by what color and shade of that color they are. Now whenever I start a build, I pretty much start with a wallpaper and flooring, and I bounce between the blue and the green paint wallpapers, but I learned pretty much right away that I wasn't truly going to be able to tell what color the items really were. Now Walker's happy home prompt is that he wants a place to be able to show off his bike, so I went for kind of like an upscale bike shop. The thing I really started to enjoy about this, like the bike wall and the backdrop, is that I honestly felt a bit more free when designing because I didn't really have to think about what colors matched what, and I was kind of able to throw things together a lot quicker without having that extra step hold me back. Now with the shopping bags, they clearly say they're red, but I really chose this option based off the logo alone. I also have no idea what shade of red these are, so I don't know if they'll match anything at all. I want to set up some little displays for some cycling shirts for the shop, so I used the low simple island counters, which I assume are probably white, and threw some cycling shirts up top. And since there aren't any like cycling shoes, I put some cleats down underneath as well. I did do most of the build in the dark just because I was working with so many different lights. I kind of wanted the lights to be a bit of a focal point of the shop, but here's what we have so far with the lights on. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, picking something as simple as this sign may not always be the quickest decision for me. When I'm designing with the default colors on, I get so picky and I want to make sure everything matches and flows well, but I had no problems picking items when I wasn't worried about everything matching the whole time. I'm honestly loving how this is looking so far. I added a little waiting lounge because a bike can be a big purchase. It might take some time, or maybe you're waiting for your bike to get some repairs done. So we're setting up a little bike repair station in the shop. Now this is looking really good so far. We got our repair station, got a little lounge, some displays with some shirts, hats, and shoes. I wanted to add just a few more little details and some lights because the wall seemed a little bit empty. I am curious what you guys think about a design challenge like this. You think this would help you design quicker and maybe customize the colors later once the build is complete? Or do you think this would make things a lot more difficult for you? Let me know in the comments below, or let me know what you ate today. I don't know. Also, you may or may not know this, but that red button that says subscribe shouldn't actually be red. It should be gray. And the thumbs up icon you see below the video should also be blue. It's this really weird bug going around, but you can fix it just by clicking both of those. And we are pretty much all set here. I didn't get too fancy with partitions and all the really nice 2.0 type goodness, but we did add a soundscape, and I have no idea what color lighting we added, so I just put a little tiny bit in hopes that we picked a good color. Now last but certainly not least, Walker needs to look the part. He can't be walking around with a pool ball shirt. If he's selling bikes, he needs to look like he knows his stuff. Alright, we're all set. We'll give you one last look around in black and white before we check out what this ends up looking like in full color. I kind of love this in black and white. I mean, if it weren't for all of the lights, this could possibly pass for a real like old-timey bike shop. But once we check out the color, you'll have to let me know if you prefer this build in black and white or in the full color. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty cool. This is definitely not how I would normally style everything with the mismatching colors, but I actually kind of like how colorful it looks. It kind of seems like everything weirdly goes well together when it really shouldn't. And that lime green couch is wild. We'll give you one last spin around the room, show you what it looks like with the lights on. Well, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for chilling. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe, share it with your friends. I would love to see your take on this challenge as well. If you do, be sure to tag me wherever you happen to post. I would love to see your builds. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!